say things they don't quite understand has a bigger impact than what they think. So they think they're saying something that's edgy, but in reality, it's like you're just fucking it up for everyone.
No, that's true. You know, it's funny, LFA. Real quick, because I'm gonna get off stream in a minute, because I gotta start getting ready. The last live stream that I made, this is how notorious YouTube can be, right? So, I mentioned a specific word twice. I won't say the word because I don't want it to happen to your video. I said a specific word twice. I wasn't spreading propaganda or anything, nothing of that nature. And if you go back to my live stream, they actually put up a link and an article about misinformation that you could have potentially gotten from watching my stream. So I was like, wait a second. So I watched it back and I realized, okay, I said the word that they didn't want me to say twice. And because of that, they stuck that on my video. So if you go to that live stream, that is there. And it makes me look like I'm spreading misinformation when in no way, shape, or form was I even talking about that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Yeah. I mean, YouTube is like it's like a job. It really is. Especially if your channel gets monetized or whatever. When you're doing this stuff, even though it might just be for fun, it might be a hobby, it might just be a social event, but it's still a job, and they expect you to follow their rules, and they have a pretty strict set of rules. Some people hate it. Some people, I guess, are in favor of that, whatever. But at the same time, if you're going to be on their platform, it's just the way it is, you know. You just have to, you got to be responsible enough to go along with it or move to another platform. And I don't think there's any other platforms that are even close to YouTube right now. When I go on Rumble, I open up the app. It takes like 5 minutes for a video to load. And then I try to fast forward, and it takes like 5 minutes for me to be able to fast forward past the 2-minute long intro on the video. And, you know, it's just a pain in the ass. YouTube is so smooth. It's just everything is immediate. Second you open it, boom, it plays. You know, you can skip forward as far as you want, and it's no loading. It's just so smooth.
Yeah, Rumble has a really bad UI. Anyway, guys, I'm going to head out of here. LFA, I'm going to have your stream on in the background so you can have that view. I liked the video. Everybody like, comment, subscribe, show your support to LFA.
Facts.
I'm going to let you guys later. Take care.
See you.
Thanks, bye, Neil. LFA, also think about it.
I'm taking the opportunity as well and excusing myself. Thank you for the live stream today. Harry, Dylan, have a nice evening, yes?
Facts. Cheers, thanks for calling in, OG.
LFA, I think I also have to bounce and go to bed.
Okay.
I want to say one love, bro, and one love, Carrie, and everyone else chat. Get likes up right away, all right?
Good night.
Hey, guys.
Have a good time. Peace.
Bye.
And Davy Jones says, what the hell's going on here?
Where's Sophie? Sophie, where are you at?
Here.
Just send Carrie some feet pics already.
Yeah.
No, I don't want feet pics. I've got enough stuff.
Let me see. Davy Jones is asking if I get this channel demonetized, does it affect the other one? Not always, but it can. I don't know. It's weird. It just depends. Like the rules, I don't know. They change a lot, and they're not really, you know, they're not very descriptive on what the rules are. So all I know is like, if it's something that's like something like racial slur or like something like that, then I know that it's either A, like if it gets a human review, it's at the very least getting demonetized, potentially getting a strike, or, you know, whatever. They can go as far as they want to go. It's the way it is. So
LFA, sorry.
Yeah.
I have a quick question. Since you've been doing this a while and fucking around with these cameras and getting to know them, I'm just curious because I use these. Do you have a drone, or have you played around with drones at all?
I don't have one. I mean, I've briefly played around with them. Like I knew somebody that used to make, like, they didn't do commentary videos, but they made YouTube videos like like they did editing and drone stuff where like they'll be in like a town that has like a small mountain or something.
Yeah.
They'll take a drone through the mountain and like things like that, but there's no like commentary. But I mean, for what I do, I think that's stupid. Like I see people making intros.
Yeah.
They'll use like to have like a really fancy intro. My audience doesn't give a shit about that. Like there might be out of like, if a video gets like 100,000 views, maybe 1,000 or 2,000 of those people are going to be like, oh, that was really cool. But the rest of them don't give a shit about that, you know? So to me, there's no point in like upgrading. And that's why I don't make videos in here. I can make OBS videos with super crisp audio with this microphone and, you know, post-production editing and, you know, really serious like men's self-improvement videos. My audience doesn't want that. They don't give a shit about that. They want to shoot the fucking shit. They want to turn on the video and, you know, kick back for 20 fucking minutes and bullshit with me in the driveway.
Yeah, so you don't need a drone for that, you know.
Right.
But I've been using drones for my work. Check this out. I've been using drones for, you know, quite a while at big festivals. You have to use them because otherwise, before drones, we had to use cranes and you couldn't move them. So with drones, you can pretty much get any shot you want. But the reason I mentioned it, I've been, you know, I have a couple of drones I've been playing around with. Like tomorrow, I'm going to the church. I'm going to be filming some people in Denver at the church nightclub, and they have high ceilings in there. So this is the first time I'm actually, like I said, I've used drones outside, but tomorrow I'm going to be using like a small drone inside, only because this place has high ceilings and I don't have to worry about crashing into somebody. So I'm actually going to be filming some EDM people with a drone inside of a club, which is the first for me. So that's, you know, it's kind of, it'll be interesting. You know, I'll let you know if the drone falls into somebody's drink or something, but I'm going to be experimenting with that for tomorrow. So
that's pretty dope, Carrie. Actually, that's pretty dope. Okay,
guy driving the car.
What's good with you, Doc?
Well, thanks.
What you got going on?
Facts.
My boy in the car on live. What's good, pimpin'? Speak up, dog.
Hello.
Get it in while you can, dog.
Hello, everyone.
Look at that.
Hi.
I'm just listening. Glad to be part of this.
Well, are you in an area, this would be good content, if you're in an area where there's like lot lizards, aka hookers, aka streetwalkers, and you could see one and I would do this if I were you, and if you could just pull over and she won't see the camera and just ask her how much, you know, for a fuck or something. Are you in an area where there are any type of hookers that you could approach or just anything? Are you close to that, bro?
I'm on a freeway.
Oh, you're on a freeway. But if you get off the freeway, is there an area, like, I don't know what city you're in, but like, are you within 5 or 10 minutes? It would be great content, I think, for everybody if, like, and I would do this myself, so I'm not asking you to do anything I wouldn't do, but like, if there's hookers, streetwalkers within 5-10 minutes of you that you know of, if you could cruise down there and just, you know, pretend you're interested. Obviously, you're not really, maybe you are, but just, you know, just try to, it'd be good content, you know, cruise up to the hooker, ask her how much it is and, you know, to party or date her. How far do you think you are away from that? Do you have the time to do it?
Well, I may have a chance to do that later tonight. I'm in Orange County, Southern California.
Oh, you're in Orange County? Wait. I grew up in Orange County. What city in Orange County?
I'm heading to Huntington Beach right now to see a friend. And
okay.
We may be going to Main Street. There are a lot of bars in downtown.
Okay. Okay, but I remember when I was growing up in Orange County, Beach Boulevard, which runs through Huntington Beach Boulevard near the 22 freeway, had all kinds of streetwalkers. Are they still out there, Beach Boulevard or Harbor Boulevard near Disneyland? Are they still out there? That's where all the hookers would be.
That area has been cleaned up a lot in the past few years.
Okay.
I
So
drive
where
by
are
it.
the streetwalkers? The two main streets for hookers was always Beach Boulevard, Lincoln Avenue, a little, and like Harbor Boulevard. I grew up. Are you from Orange County?
I am.
Are you? Okay. Now you know where Loera High School is on Euclid and Euclid and Cerritos. I went to Loera High School. I grew up a mile from Disneyland, and then I moved to Anaheim Hills. So, I lived in Huntington Beach with a girlfriend for 3 years on near Beach and Adams Street. Beach and Adams. And check this out. We were like, that's about a mile, 2 miles from the beach. We were paying $450 for like an apartment, $450 a month for an apartment with 2 master bedroom suites and shit like that,
Those
man.
were the days.
$450. So you know where Beach and Adams is, obviously, right?
I have an idea.
Obviously you do, right? Okay, so what city? I don't mean to be nosy. You don't have to tell me. What city did you grow up in? Can you like what city or like? Can you tell what? Just tell me what high school did you go to, and I'll know what city.
God.
Nobody
damn,
else will know. What high school did you go to?
You know El Medina off of Chapman in Orange?
Oh fuck! My ex-wife went there. Wait.
Whoa, small
How
world.
old are you?
28.
How old are you? Okay, she's like older, over 50. Okay, here's the thing. Oh yeah, she used to. Okay, you went to El Medina. That's on Chapman and what is it, Prospect or something like that?
Yes.
Or it's
You
on
know it.
Chapman basically. Okay,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Okay, there's a Carl's Jr. across the street. My wife went there. I went to Loera High School. You know where that is probably, and then I would have went to. I moved to Anaheim Hills, where Canyon High School. You know.
Yeah, Canyon, yes. I'm familiar with Canyon. Sounds like your mic's cutting out. I can't hear you now.
His audio's bad for you too, bro?
It
got
is.
The same shit.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah,
It's just me.
Coming in
How
like
is it now?
shit.
How is it now?
Better.
Okay.
Still shit.
I can't believe you went to fucking El Medina fucking high school because my ex-wife. So basically, my ex-wife lived like fucking 10 minutes from there, man. Wow.
That's great.
So,
What's all that static in the background? I'm getting static like a motherfucker.
I hope it's not me.
No, I can hear you good.
Okay, good.
Like you,
Buddy
the
in
car
the
guy
car,
is good.
before you go soliciting, just remember that's
God,
a bit of a no-no.
El Medina High School. I can't fucking believe this guy. So, you know where, like, if you drive all the way up Chapman, up the hill towards Irvine Park and
the
Jamboree
static,
Road.
Fucking brutal. Who's bringing all the static?
Maybe that's me. All right, I'm going to sign off. I got to pack. LFA, are you there?
I'm here.
Good talking to you.
Okay, I got to go to... I don't want to... Wait.
There we go. Mission accomplished. All right, you guys speak away, brothers.
Go ahead.
Well, damn, he just left.
Well, audio was bad. Audio was bad.
Yep. Guess so. Well, that kind of kills the conversation. He was kind of carrying the stream.
Well, we got a car guy in Orange Cove. What's the word, fam? Where you headed? You gonna go meet some hoes, or are you going to your boys? What's the word?
Well, maybe we'll get a chance to once we get to downtown. I have to meet him at his place first.
Okay, it's still early. Well, yeah, you're in Cali too, so shit, ain't even 7 p.m.
No,
It's Thursday. You got time to run it.
Yeah, it's a good night to be there. It gets pretty busy Thursday nights, typically.
Oh, no shit. Yeah, I can follow. To me, anytime I'm in those cities, it's always busy to me. It's 10 in the morning. I'm like, God damn, where are all these motherfuckers from? I don't like being in big cities, but I got you. And we got what? We got. Oh, that's the ranch guy. Pet your collies for me. They look goated. Sophie's in here as well.
Yes.
Sophie came out unscathed from Carrie's fucking wrath tonight, getting fucking grilled.
What?
Oh shit! Now we hitting straight fucking crickets on the air.
Carrie just has no chill whatsoever, and that's why I'm just kind of like, let him get it out, but it never finishes like at all. And like he's cool, and he knows how to like roll with it, and you can just listen to the guy for hours. But if anybody has anything to say, that's not how it goes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, he's Carrie would be an all right person to have a drink with or sit around and get all fucked up with and just shoot the shit all night with. But when you're trying to do live streams and people can't hear two people talking at the same time, you know, everybody has to take their turn. He's not very good at that.
I think the biggest thing that could really help out is if more people, and I'm guilty for it because I'm not camming up, but if more people cammed up and like, I'm not trying to make it like super official, whatever, but like, you know, raise your hand if you have a question, or like you just try to like kind of indicate like, hey, I have something to say, before you just butt in and like totally take airtime up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No. If we have a panel like this, everybody's cammed up, we can all see each other, we can have a pretty good show. But most of the time, like especially 3 hours into the show, we just have a bunch of people kind of coming on just to bullshit. So there's no structure to it. And it works out fine. Like it depends if you have very talkative people, like the people on the stream right now. You know, everybody's kind of just more of a listener than a talker. And Carrie is not a listener. He is a fucking talker, right? So, you know, it works when we have quiet people on because everybody can take their time and make it happen. But I don't know.
There's been like a ton of, I'm sorry to cut you off, but there's been like a ton of points that I would have liked to like jump in on. But like I said, I'm not helping myself by not camming up or whatever. Tonight's just, you know, kind of like a chill night, more of a listen type of thing. But like, there are plenty of things where it's like, I got a point to that, or I'd like to elaborate on that, or I've got like a little bit of an explanation for that, or blah, blah, blah. But for me, I'm just going to say I'll probably put a bit more effort into being a bit more, we'll say, prepared, or I don't know, professional when it comes to set myself up for that, as opposed to just being a listener / avatar. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm in the cam down gang. I want to be off this motherfucker like crazy. Don't want no one to see my face.
You cammed up on Christmas.
I know that was the joke part, right? But I agree with Jake, where it's like, yeah, it is easier on video, like where people can put their hand up. Like same thing when my girl wanted to say something. I'm like, all right, hey, like put your hand up on the camera, like, and they'll get to you. You know, that's the civil shit to do. But
yeah, they have on Twitter Spaces. Is that what it's called? They have like a thing where when you're in the Twitter Space, you can like click the button to be like to let people know you want to talk. Like you have something to say. Like that would be cool if it had that. Like if you could make a click on here and it had like something saying you want to talk, or I don't know. Whatever. We don't have it. So forget about it. Is that your turn signal?
Oh, I'll mute my mic if it's too loud. It is, yes.
No, you're good.
Oh, okay.
you're good. It's still better than Carrie.
Other than that, I'm curious with what Carrie was asking about was what was with not Sunday but Tuesday, just because I was gonna say that's where I had a little bit of something to say, and I'm not trying to be the type of guy who's slurring or doing anything naughty. I'm just making sure I wasn't that guy for you on Tuesday.
I don't know. I'm not sure who it was.
Nah, you were good, bro. It was Carrie coming out of pocket, 100%. I'm keeping it butt. Like it was everyone else was good, dog. Like so you're straight.
That's what I'm saying.
No, the stream was going so fucking good. Then it was like boom. And don't get me wrong, it was kind of funny, but I was like, fuck. No, that did it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just curious because I wasn't there for the whole thing. And, like, I was talking a bit, like, but, like, I didn't think I crossed the line, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, well, yeah. So, okay, so we got what? We got LFA. Okay, you guys have, either you guys have prawn addictions? You guys beating at me like it owes you money for sport?
So yeah, Sophie, are you addicted
Yes, I
to
do.
porn?
No, not. I'm addictive to music.
Okay.
That was one of the dumbass things I was wondering about. Was I was like, you can't be out there slinging your meat. You got to know the value of your meat. And I was like, was that it? And I was like, geez. I'm like,
no, hell no.
Where's the YouTube line? You know?
What?
No, no, it's strange because it's like curse words and things are okay as long as it's not like super excessive. But you know, even talking about sex and things like that is usually okay. It's usually like if somebody goes in the realm of like racial slurs or like something like that. And the thing about it is they may not mean it in like any type of derogatory way, or it might be like the person saying it might by social standards have the right to say it, so to say, right? But still, like the algorithm picks up on it in a different way. And they use like those AI fucking chatbot, whatever those things are. So they can pretty much like in real time detect like anything that's being said. So if they're like, well, that's definitely against our fucking rules. Even if the context wasn't that bad and the way you said it seemed like totally legit and nobody was offended, the AI will still be offended. They'll still pick up on it.
That's how it goes, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. So Lonely Porn Addict, no girlfriend's a topic. Ranch, or Jake the Rancher, I think that's your name. My apologies if I'm saying it wrong. You have a girl right now, or what are you doing? Or just dating, or what's up?
It's one of those situationship type of deals where I would say I'm not really thrilled about it. And that's where I was going to say last stream I typed in like, what if you're just kind of doing it to do it? You're not really feeling it anymore, but you're trying to be, you know, what we were talking about earlier, a nice guy. And when I wouldn't say a nice guy, but just try to be like polite, you know, because there's a difference between being polite and nice. Polite is you're trying to show your manners. Nice is you're just acting like it.
Well, she's a placeholder to you then, like keeping
Not
it
even
a buck.
a placeholder to me, but like I'm just saying, like it seems like she needs something, and like you're just trying to be there for somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, so you're saying like when you're trying to be there for somebody, but
you can see that somebody's like hurting, and they look at you as kind of like a, I wouldn't say a light at the end of the tunnel, but kind of like a, I wouldn't even say like a distraction, but just kind of, demeaning myself. Will say like I'm their dopamine hit when they've got like kind of like nothing else. That's kind of
you're their emotional tampon.
I mean, not necessarily emotional, because when it comes to the whole like being the boyfriend type of thing, I'm not really there. But when it comes to going over and taking care of business, it's like sure. But that's where I'm saying like you're trying to like wean off of that, just because it's like this ain't cool. I don't know. It's really weird. That's what I'm saying. It's tough to explain, but that's where like just going over and like taking care of a woman's needs when it comes to her physical stuff versus her emotional stuff, just because as soon as you invest in the emotional type of deal, that's where it starts to become more like boyfriendish as opposed to an F buddy type of thing.
Yeah, well, usually when you're hooking up with a chick, if you're fucking her, in contrary to or contrast to what a lot of dating coaches say, women usually do get attached to men that they're fucking. So like you can try to have a friend with benefits, but she's gonna end up liking you and wanting more.
Yeah, and that's where I'm saying I'm not trying to be like that with her specifically.
Yeah.
You know
well,
what I'm
there's
saying?
nothing wrong with that. If that's not what you want. I could just from talking to you, I'm assuming you let yourself open enough where she knows that's probably was your initial intent. It's just now you're probably she has to be pressuring you somehow where you feel like you even have to think about this, right? There has to be pressure for more where you just want friends with benefits. Or I could be completely fucking wrong, but
it's like it started out completely just like this is what she wants and this is what I'll do, and then now it's kind of lovey-dovey and I'm like, I'm not looking for a girlfriend. We can just keep it where it was, but I better kind of like not do that anymore just because you think that this is something that it isn't. You know what I'm saying?
well, you guys aren't like. I mean, what is she pressing you? Like, oh, what are we? Are you getting hit with that, or are you starting to feel kind of guilty because it's like you could tell it's heading that way, but it's not something you want? I guess it's probably the latter.
Yeah, the latter, and that's where I'm saying it's head that way. She's like kind of like giving me gifts and like texting me like all fucking day long, and it's like I appreciate that winky face. And that's where I'm saying, like, you try to be respectful and talkative and like, you know, because if someone's thinking of you, then they're thinking of you, and you don't want to be a complete dick and just ghost them, you know, especially if you kind of have to like, you know, we'll say that this is someone that you kind of see every day, and they're also pretty close to you where you like live, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So without like snapping it off, being like completely like, this is it, this is done, because things could get messy, you know?
So don't do it like that, right? Like you have the option to kind of taper it down slowly. You don't gotta, like you said, you don't want to ghost and just body her and vomino. So I get it, but I mean, you could pump the brakes a little bit and slowly, like, you know, lead her to what you actually want. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
The thing that was ridiculous to me was, we'll just say like a trusted advisor of mine was telling me like jokingly, they're like, why don't you just tell her that you're courting somebody and you're very old fashioned? And I'm like, okay, like that would just be a bold-faced lie. You know, like sure you could say I'm old fashioned or whatever, but like when it comes to just that's where I'm saying, like just like bullshitting somebody like that, like just flat out, like I'm not feeling it. It's just like trying to keep it a buck, as the kids say on TikTok or whatever. Just like trying to be like, this is what I'm trying to do and what I'm not trying to do, and just let it fizzle. You know what I'm saying? But like,
I think you have your answer already, brother. The answer's already there, man. You just got to pull the trigger and do it.
This has been months, though.
Well, you got to pull the trigger. If you're not about it and you feel bad about leading her on, and you feel like you're shit bagging her like in a low key way, if you're really about not doing that, then you got to tell her, bro. That it's as simple as that, right?
Christina has our keep it a buck moment of the night so far. She says, "Fucking Chuck." LOL.
Yeah, easier said than done. Just because, like that's what I'm saying. There is kind of an emotional tampon aspect to it, and that's where it's like, this is what's going on in my life, and like you try to offer, and this is one of those things where chicks just like to talk and blah blah blah, just get it all out. That's why like talk therapy